is time. It is time to brew your best beer.
The 2016 SJPorr Challenge is dedicated to your friend and ours, Paul Wickstein. Brought to you by Brewcraft USA, iMake, Gladfield Malting, Yakima Valley Hops, The Grain Bill, Brewers Exchange, Keg Kingdom Homebrew Supply, Hiraki Homebrew, and a special thanks to our silver sponsors.
Well, welcome back. It's the another SJPorr review. I've got my beer t-shirt on today and my beer glass. I've been using this quite often. But anyway, today I'll be tasting the Attack of the Fat Robots. This is quite a sticky beer. It's come out quite sticky. I don't know why. I don't know whether there was a leak in the packaging or something like that. But it does seem a little bit wet and it's been a bit damp all the way. So I don't know whether it's this beer or another one. But anyway, I digress again. Let's tell you what's in it and what it is. It said it's a session ale starring Simcoe, El Dorado, Nelson Sauvin and Citra. I think it's an American pale ale, but we'll soon tell, won't we? Okay, there's a fat robot on there, if you can see that. Looking at the bottle, it looks like there's stuff floating around in it. I haven't really shaken this too much, so hopefully we're going to get a nice interest. We're going to get an interesting beer inspect of stuff going around it. Let's just open it slowly in case it does do more than I'm expecting it to do. That's good. It's fine. Okay, so this has been conditioned in the fridge for the last 3 weeks. So I would have thought any sediment which is in there would have dropped out, but obviously it's still hanging around a bit. Yes, this one looks as if the carbonation's not quite as good in here. Okay, so I did pour it quite vigorously there. We're getting a bit more of a head coming up now, which is quite interesting. In respect of clarity, it's got a slight, I think it's a bit opaque. It's like, but it's a good golden colour. Carbonation is very low. It's sticking a bit to the side of the glass, and you're getting a bit of lacing there. So I smell. Okay, so this is got plenty of hops in it. I can smell the hops really well. What's in there? I'm assuming it's the Simcoe I can smell. So that smells good. I can't smell any of the malts or anything. But if it is a kind of American pale ale style, I think the malts really hold back a bit and let the hops shine, as they say. Okay, let's go for a taste. It's quite a, it's got medium body to it. Yeah, it's quite thick on the tongue. You can taste quite a lot of the dry hops in there. You know, there's a slight clammy flavour, clammy taste to it. It's like there's some lactose in there or something like that. I'm not quite sure what that is. Perhaps it's been hopped quite it's been hot quite warm, and it's obviously quite warm, so it's just got a bit more body in there. There's more fermentables in there, more non-fermentable sugars. I think the flavour of the hops, I think there's little bit too many hops in there. You get that kind of soury flavour, which is obviously putting you off the clarity what you would have in normal beer. Okay, let's put some scores down. Attack of the Fat Robots Part 2. Hi, so let's get rid of this cat. She wants fuss. Second part of Attack of the Fat Robots Part 2. Deuce. It doesn't actually come up to what I expect, really. It's a bit heavy. It's not light and refreshing as you would expect of something which would kind of attribute to a session ale. It tastes I mean, if it was a kind of stronger beer, if it was like maybe 6 or 7%, you could quite imagine this is what it would taste like. It'd be quite. I feel as if I'm drinking quite a strong beer, really, and I haven't got any information on how strong it is. Hang on, it's 4%. So yeah, I think it's been. What's happened is they maybe mashed it quite warm, so it's given all that body there, and obviously it's brought the attenuation down, and it's not that clean. It's not clean and refreshing, and I think there's maybe just a bit too many hops in there. It makes it a bit more astringent. I think maybe it just needs to be needs a little bit less malt, maybe, and to be mashed a bit cooler, and that make it much more refreshing and tasty. Carbonation wise, it's not helping it, but the carbonation is quite low on it. I expect if you're going to stick American hops in something, you'd want to carbonate up to the level of American hops. I mean, this is chilled down to about 12 degrees. So I mean, American beers normally chilled down to about 8, and I think if it was down to about 8, it would be the carbonation would be nothing at all. So yeah, I like the dry hopping. They really do ping out of the glass. You can really get it in your nose. But yeah, there's other factors there. That don't really appeal to me. I think I could quite very easily be an IPA kind of style with that amount of hops which are in there. But I don't know whether it perhaps it's just not balanced. That's a good word, I suppose. Yeah. Anyway, it's good, but maybe those few things there would help to make the beer even better. Anyway, cheers.